Hello! In this video I'd like to create another piece of wall art, and this one is a item of which I really like. This type of helicopter. I was in the service and this was one of the helicopters that I flew on. So yeah, I want to create a wall art, just a 2D wall art for my wall. And so yeah, found an image on Etsy that I like, so I'm going to show you how I take this and create this into wall art. All right, let's get started. All right, so this is the image I want. All right, and to get that image, I'm just going to do a screenshot of it. Okay, I have a piece of software called ShareX that allows me to capture this. Okay, ShareX. Okay, I'm going to save this, and it asks me where I want to save it to. I'm going to put it on my downloads, save as, downloads, MH53, there we go. All right, so that's what I downloaded. Okay, so here we go. So now I have the image. So now I want to go into Inkscape, and what Inkscape allows me to do is to take this and create it into like a vector image. Okay, so I will open up my Inkscape here. Let's get it over. All right, here's my Inkscape, and now I want to do a file open. And it's going to be here. I'm going to choose that one right there. Okay. It's got a little box right here. We're going to go smooth, optimize quality. Say okay. There it goes. Okay. Now I go over here and I want to drop down trace bitmap. Okay. I want to go in here and I want to click on a black area, black lines. Okay. And then you see it popped up here. Now we can adjust my threshold so I can adjust this back and forth, and you see how it gets rid of that shaded back area. So let me, yep, about right there is where I want. So looks good. I'm going to apply that. So now I have an image over top of another image. So let me grab this guy and I will click on this guy and I will delete that guy, and then I'll take this guy back. Okay. And that looks great. All right. So yeah, that's awesome. All right. So let me try to do a file save as, and we're going to save it as a DXF. Okay. And base units. Sure, sounds good. Now it's exporting. And now I want to go to my Onshape and import this image. Okay, so I got an Onshape open, already signed in. This is the free subscription of Onshape, allows for this data to be shared. All right, so I'm going to go to create a document and name this. We're going to put a .3. All right, now I have my Onshape open. I'm going to do a sketch on the front plane. Okay, and now we got this new box opened up. Insert DXF. We're going to go over here to import. We're going to grab that DXF that we just created, open that, and now it's importing. Okay, now we can click on that guy, click on the green check, and it will throw that into here. So now it has put it inside of here. I'm going to go front view, looking at that. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to take a dimension, and this is how I determine my overall size. So I'm going to actually create a line from this face, that point, all the way to over to the other side, and this here. Now hit L to get out of there. Now we're going to hit dimension, or D, or that, here to here, and this tells me that the overall distance of this is 800 millimeters. So if we break that down into inches, let's break down 800 into inches. So that is 31 inches long. So I don't want 31 inches. I want probably, let's say, a foot, so 12 inches. And this might not even print on my 3D printer. So 304 millimeters. So I'm just going to 300 millimeters. Okay. So it's going to scale this down quite a bit, but since it's a DXF, it scaled it down and it tried to maintain the scale of it. Okay, so looks like it's okay. Let me undo that and see what it looked like before. Yeah, it looked about the same. Yeah, okay, so I can redo that. So yeah, I can redo that, and then it should maintain about that shape. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. That looks great. All right, so now if I want to do an extrusion, click out of that. Let's go over here to extrude. We're going to click on this right here, and we're going to do extrude this. Let's say it's 3 millimeters thick. Okay, it's creating a solid new 3 millimeters. Say okay, and there we are. There's our new 3D solid body of our wall art. So we can go in here and we can tweak some things if we want to. You could actually go in here and kind of remove, I don't remember seeing these on the plane, but and then yeah, you can make this however you want, but overall I think that looks pretty darn good. So to get this out to your 3D printer, you would take this and we would left click on this part, right click, and we can do an export. Okay, and now we can put it okay, an STL fine resolution, export that. Okay, well now we can do an import that. Let's do rotation. Get that to 90. Land it. And now we can see that it's a little bit too big, so maybe we got to make this into 2 sections. So if you wanted to, you can go back into your software and chop this in half. So let me show you how to do that. All right, so we're back in the software on Onshape. Now I want to choose a location to split this. What's the best? And I can glue this together or something. I'm going to click on one of these views. I want to see a view. I want to create a plane from here, and I want to find the distance. So I'm going to go down here to my measure. I'm going to click on this plane right here. We're going to click on a point over here. Let's choose that point right there. So we can see this is 400 millimeters. So I thought I changed this size. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going from all the way over here to this plane. That's why. Okay, so right click, left click, right click, copy that. Okay, and now we can get out of that, hit X. So now we want to create a plane. So let's go over here to plane. Where's my plane? Right here. So it actually already chose the location. It actually already set it there, which is great. I thought I'd have to do an offset. So if it doesn't choose that, we can put in here offset right here, and we can do the same thing. So right there, we can't do a negative though. We got to do this one. So we would snap it. We can click on that. There we go. All right. So to get back to our view, we can hit back or front. Yep, front view. There we are. So there's our plane. Okay, it's off of the right plane. It's offset. There we go. All right. So now we can actually do a split. So we're going to create split right here. We're going to take our body. So we're going to take our part, and then we're going to split it with this entity. Okay. Didn't do it. Let's try that again. Take our body, split it with this plane. Say okay. There we are. Now we see the lines going through there. So we'll have to match up these lines and reprint this like that. So that doesn't look too difficult. All right, so now we can export part 1 out. Oh, we got 3 parts. But we can unite that top part if we wanted to, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah, this is fine. So I'm just gonna export, let's say part 2 out, right click, export. We're gonna call this MH53 part 2. All right, so now we'll go back to our Cura software. File open, part 2, and there we are. So now this fits perfectly. Let me do a rotation. It automatically landed. Do a slice. 35 minutes for that because I got a big brim on here. We can take off that brim. And there we are, 28 minutes. We'll get us half of this. So we'll have to print three pieces. We might be able to print this all together, but I like to print one at a time. It seems to, there's no stringing or anything like that. So I think it's the best idea. So hopefully that taught you how to take an image, an existing image, and create your own wall art out of this. And yeah, so hopefully this was useful for you. Thanks. Bye.